Alrighty, welcome back to field number 9 at Tinsley Athletic Complex here in beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. We have for you the third and final pool play game of the day here on field number 9 and number 6 officially for the day. And we are going to have the host team, Bossier, Louisiana. Not sure if it's Bossier City, Louisiana or Bossier, either way. They are going to be taking on a South Carolina team out of Greer. This is pool play, which means we are just kind of getting accustomed to the surroundings. The win-loss here won't impact your standing in the double elimination bracket play starting tomorrow, but it does impact whether or not you're the home team in the first round of that, where you are in the bracket and things of that nature. So on the mound for Greer, you got a good look at number 31. This is Kyler Brunson. Kyler's going to pitch today. And a reminder, as far as pitch counts go, you've got 40 to play with today before you're unavailable tomorrow. If you pitch number 41, you sit out until, what day of the week is it? Friday till Sunday. It looks like we're just about ready to roll. The South Carolina defense behind Brunson. Out left field is Miles Grugan. Right field, Charlie Staggs. Center field, Ethan DeRosia. Third baseman is Dalton Edwards. At shortstop is Easton Shealy. At second base is Jackson Howard. First baseman, Jake Thompson. And behind the plate, Ben Wright. And the coaches are meeting at the mound. We'd typically be underway by now, so let's see what they've got going on there. When I find out, you will be the first to know. That is South Carolina manager Jeff Howard and Bossier City, Louisiana manager Noah Livers. Meeting with the two umpires today. And we're good to go. We get the thumbs up from the umpire. Okay, I guess we're doing some sort of bat check down there.
Leading off the inning for Bossier is Bryson Ireland.
So Bryson Ireland's going to step in and lead this one off. Bryson's a lefty swinging center fielder for this Bossier City, Louisiana team. And again, pool games are timed. We're going to go 90 minutes from right this second. We're 4 minutes into the stream even, so I'll be able to keep track of that. And here we go. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. And I'll say this about a dozen times today. Click share and get some folks watching these young men. 0-1 pitch coming. That's on the corner. Strike 2. So Brunson is ahead of Ireland here. 0-2. Just misses outside by a couple inches. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. Good 1-2 pitch there from Brunson.
Now batting, number 27, Mason Lee.
So Mason Lee steps in. Mason's playing second base for Bossier. He takes the first pitch from Brunson, low for a ball. Mason's got a big time crouch going. Already small strike zone before he does that. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Lee ducks out of the way of that, so he's ahead 3-0 here. And ball 4. So Bossier has their first leadoff run. I'm sorry, their first batter on of the game. It's going to come via the 1-out walk.
Now batting, number 14.
And lefty Elijah Livers. And Elijah Liver steps in. Looks like we have a little conversation here. Alrighty. Little rosin bag out for the pitcher. And it is hot. Reminder, it is Louisiana and it is August. So we will have hydration breaks after every other inning. First pitch coming here to Livers. And Brunson's going to step off. Good pitch. Swing and strike. He shows bunt, but the 0-1 misses away. He attempts to bunt at another. Can't get it down. So now Livers is behind 1-2. Lee on first. Not a big lead over there. He's not going anywhere. Ball 2. Popped up in the shallow right. Gonna be a tough play. And it falls. And they almost force him at second. But they cannot. So Livers is on with a little pop single into center field. And Tyler Croson steps in. We're at number 10, hit from the right side of the plate. 2 on now, and 1 down. Pretty good bat there by Livers. Good swing at an inside fastball, but it's fouled out of play. 0-1. Pulls a curveball down the line, but it's going to stay foul. So we're going to come back and do the 0-2 pitch here. Oh, 2 behind him, somehow caught by the catcher. That almost certainly would have advanced the runners. Good play back there by Ben Wright without being able to see that, snagging it. 1-2 coming. Fastball catches the corner, strike 3. So 2 down now. Both outs come the way of the strikeout. And that brings Cade Peters to the plate. shortstop for this Bossier team. First pitch to Cade. Curveball comes back and catches the plate. Close stance from the Bossier shortstop. Little bat waggle. 0-1 pitch. Another curveball. Another scratch that. I thought he was backing up to the call strike, and he did not. 1-1. And that one misses away. Another good snag by the catcher on a wide fastball. Evens the count 2-2. Scratch that, it's 3-1. Runners on first and second. 3-1 pitch coming. Outside corner. Full count. Peter's got a chance to drive in the first run of the game here if he can find a hole somewhere. Full count pitch. Ball 4. And they are loaded up with 2 down. 8 minutes into this game and 23 pitches into Brunson's afternoon. So Austin Hudson steps in, obviously for the first time today. Strikeout walk, single strikeout walk. Way things have started for Brunson on the mound. Strike 1 swinging. In a big spot here. And that's up and in. That curveball starts up and in again and can't make its way back to the plate. And Hudson is going to be ahead here. 2-1. Remember, bases are loaded here, but there are 2 down. Obviously, early in this one, it's the first inning. Strike 2. So another 2-strike count for Brunson. Let's see if he can finish this at bat off. 2-2 pitch coming to Hudson from Brunson. Bases loaded, 2 down in the top of the first. Strike 3, swing and gets out of a jam. That's going to do it for the first. South Carolina, Louisiana tied at 0. We'll be back in just a second for the bottom half of the inning here live on the DYB Facebook page from Bossier City, Louisiana. Welcome back. Just a reminder before we set things up here in the bottom of the first, that Diamond Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth in our communities to become the responsible leaders and parents of tomorrow. The real goal is to teach teams fair play, love of God and country, and leave them better equipped for life as a result of the lessons learned through the game of baseball. Help us here at the DYB by offering your services as a volunteer. You can do that via the website at dybusa.org, or you can message the admins here at the page and tell them you'd like to help, and they'll point you in the right direction. And with that said, got to look at number 14. Number 14, the starting pitcher for this Bossier City, Louisiana team, Elijah Livers. Coach's son. Singled in the first. And Ben Wright, the catcher for this South Carolina squad out of Greer, South Carolina, is going to lead things off whenever we're through here with the warm-ups. And the wind is back to blowing straight out here on field number 9, the way it's been all week for Division II. Only 2 over-the-fence home runs on field 10 all week, and anywhere from 10 to 13 or so over here. Sun's a bigger issue on this field, as is the wind. And a home run in the last game. Big 3-run shot. Turned out to be the difference in the ball game. As I shouldn't already forget who was playing. Virginia beats Texas by 2. Ben Wright steps in. And like I said, Ben's catching for this South Carolina team. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to accidentally call them North Carolina a few times just because of the colors they're wearing. You're just going to have to be okay with that. And that pitch is in there for a strike. And Bossier's wearing the color that South Carolina wore all last week. So 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Ripped to the third baseman, but he makes a stabbing play at it, and it results in out number 1. Good play right there at the bag.
Now batting, number 11.
It's Colton Barnstable over there. Laid out for that one. Ethan DeRosia steps in playing center field. The first pitch to Ethan's a curveball that misses away. Heard some in the crowd calling for a home run. Don't know if we need one yet. Early in this one. That misses. But either way, DeRosia is in a home run count now. 2-hole hitter wearing number 11 and hitting from the left side. Look for a pitch to do some damage with here, 2-0. And that misses. And it looked like he was taking that 3-0 pitch all the way. But Livers wasn't going to lob one in there. That was a good pitch on the outside corner. 3-1 now. That ball's tagged into left field, but way out of play. Hit that ball hard. So we're 1 swing into this at bat, and I can tell that this young man possesses enough power to yank one out of this place. Good swing on that one. Full count coming. He steps out. And the full count pitch from Livers. Catches the outside corner. Strike 3. So 2 up, 2 down for South Carolina.
Now batting, number 44, Milo Straninger.
Milo Straninger steps in. Swings at a first pitch breaking ball. An off-speed pitch of some sort. Hit hard to the shortstop on 3 hops. Slides on his knee to make the play and throws over. Excellent play out there at shortstop by Cade Peters To end the inning, we're going to head to the top of the second. Still scoreless here from Field 9 at Tinsley Athletic Complex in Bossier City, Louisiana. Alrighty, we're back. Second inning of action coming here. And Kyler Brunson still on the mound. 28 pitches to get through the first, so he's got 12 or so here to try to make his way through a couple batters. Again, if he crosses the 40 mark, he can't pitch tomorrow when the double elimination games start. So I cannot imagine we'll see anyone go past 40 today. We haven't in the first two games.
Hello?
They have radios in the dugouts here, so they can communicate with the scorekeepers here in the press boxes to relay any changes on the field, and that's what you're hearing. Okay, we are ready to go here.
Leading off the inning is number 13, Max Pierce.
So Max Pierce steps in here, and Max takes the first pitch off the plate for a ball. Max did not start the game in the field, but will have to play an inning before this one's complete and can be official. Swings through the 1-0 pitch. It's 1-1 now. That one almost clipped him. It's behind him just a couple inches away from that the big pad in his back pocket that he'll put on his hand if he makes his way to first base. 2-1 pitch coming. Fouled out of play. So Pierce swings through a curveball. The first out of the second inning is a swinging strikeout.
Number 3, Colton Barnstable.
So Colton Barnstable steps in, and Colton's playing third base for this Bossier City host team out of Louisiana. First pitch of the AB is wide. It bounces in there. Ball one. And the 1-0 stays away. Three-hopper to the shortstop. He fields it cleanly, throws over, and in plenty of time, two up quickly and two down quickly here in the top of the second.
Now batting, number 19, Jackson Pierce.
Jackson Pierce is going to step in and two outs here quickly in the second inning, and going to keep Brunson on the mound, see if he can get the third out under 40 pitches. As pitch number 37 comes back across the plate for strike one. He came in with 12 to play with and might do it, as that one's fouled just down the third baseline. So 38 pitches into his outing. It's an 0-2 count on Pierce. This will almost certainly be Brunson's last batter as the 0-2 pitch comes. Swung on, strike 3, and that's it. Brunson gets out of the inning 1-2-3 and keeps his pitch count under 40. And we'll see you back here in just a second for the bottom of the second. You are watching live DYB World Series baseball here in the Ozone Division 1. We are back. Got some substitutions we got to work through here. Been a pretty clean game so far. First two games of the day. Sorry, a lot going on in my ear over here. Were fun, action-packed. 9-7 and 8-6 were the finals. They're trying to relay some substitutions here. We're just not having any luck communicating. Number 6, McKinley Wade's going to lead things off for South Carolina. Big kid. A lefty swinging young man. So Livers back out there for Bossier for this Louisiana squad, the host team. Unofficially only threw 10 pitches in the first, as he got South Carolina 3 up, 3 down. It looks like this is going to be the final warm-up toss. And it is. And Krausen throws from his knee down, and here we go as McKinley Wade steps in.
Leading off the inning is number 6, McKinley Wade.
Like I said before, big young man, crouch stance. Here comes the first pitch from Livers. Big swing at a breaking ball. And he does not connect. It's 0-1. That stays a little high and outside of the zone. One's a fastball that's fouled back into the net. And Livers is ahead, as he has been for all 4 of the first hitters to come to the plate for the South Carolina team. Good swing at a curveball that stayed up in the zone. Fouled it back, stayed alive. One last reminder, if you wouldn't mind. clicking the share button. These kids deserve to have as many people watching them as we can possibly get. As the 1-2's fouled back again. I know what it's like at work on Friday. You ain't doing anything. It's 2:30. We're all ready to go home, watch some baseball on your phone. Go ahead and tell everybody else where they can do the same. So Wade steps back in. We're going to do the 1-2 again. And that one misses. Two pitches put in play. First baseman fields it cleanly and gets to the bag in time for the first out of the inning. So 4 up, 4 down here early for South Carolina. And Jake Thompson, the first baseman, steps in. South Carolina still looking for their first base runner. And looks like it's going to be flared into left field. Diving stop attempt, no good. And Thompson's going to make the turn and end up at second base here with a double on a little flare into left field. The left fielder couldn't make the play on it. He came in, dove for it, and could not convert it into an out. And Thompson's leadoff double has a man in score position now for South Carolina with one down.
Is that Kyler maybe?
I don't know. So the pitcher's stepping in, Brunson. I believe it's Kyler. If it's not, his mom will pop her head in here in just a minute and hopefully correct us as the pitch gets away. And Thompson scoots on down to third base. So 1-0 now to Brunson. And as long as it's not a rocket at someone, a ball put in play here likely pushes ahead the go-ahead run. As he takes a ball in there. A ball. It's a strike, clearly. I was about to say a ball in there for a strike, but it's 1-1. Pulled foul. It is 1-2 now to Brunson. Looks like Livers is set. Right back up the middle. It's going to score the run at a minimum, but the out is converted at first. And South Carolina leads 1-0 here early. And a reminder, if I haven't told you yet, at the end of every other inning, starting with this one, we're going to have a 5-minute hydration period because it is hot. First pitch from Livers to Howard. Driven hard to the first baseman. He picks it up, tags the bag, and they're out of the inning, but not before South Carolina takes the early lead. You are watching DYB World Series Ozone Division I play here live from Bossier City.
Official start time.
Okay, we are back. It's going to be a 5-minute hydration period.
The official start time.
56 minutes and 45 seconds.
He's asking for the official start time. I can hear him in the mic.
Official start time. We don't have official. We keep time.
You did?
155 or 150. I think it was 150.
I'm going to turn that down. They're right in front of our mic. That way you can't hear their conversation. And as soon as that conversation's over, I will head and grab me something to drink. Looks like it's over. All right. We'll be back here shortly with the top of the third after we're hydrated.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
5 minutes. We got 3:45 remaining on the break.
56 minutes.
We got another game here.
Hello?
12 for 44, 10 for 8.
Is that all? Thank you.
Number 27, Jaden Chandler, left inning with 20 pitches. 20 pitches.
Teams, the 5-minute hydration break is now over. You may take the field.
Now batting number 27, Jaden Chamberlain.
There are 56 minutes.
All right.
45 seconds
We're
remaining left
back.
in the game.
The announcers just announced there's 56 minutes and 45 seconds officially left in this one. We are starting the bottom of the third. Greer, South Carolina, leads. And 31. Kyler Brunson back on the mound, which is a tad surprising.
39 pitches, that way they know.
The pitcher has 39 pitches. Just let you know.
39 pitches for Kyler Brunson, which means if he throws 2 this inning, he cannot pitch tomorrow. No. You can, but you probably shouldn't.
Now batting, number 12, Carter Bates.
So Carter Bates steps in. And they're going to call time and let the on-deck hitter run around to the other side, so he's safe. And Carter Bates playing first base for South Carolina. I'm sorry, Louisiana, not South Carolina. Takes the first pitch and swings at it on a ball up in the zone. Swings through it, strike one. And Kyler Brunson's 41st pitch of the day misses inside. It's going to be 1-1. 1-1. That misses away. So now it's 2-1 to Carter. Carter Bates. Three one now. And that misses inside. So leadoff base runner for Louisiana. There are 2 Louisiana squads here, and this is the host squad out of Bossier. And Ethan Holmes comes to the plate. Ethan hits in the 11th spot in the order. So the top of the order waits on deck, and Bryson Ireland. And the South Carolina pitcher's coach is going to come out and talk to his young pitcher. And we are ready to go here. Okay. Ethan Holmes is up, playing left field. Runner on now. Nobody out here in the 3rd. Throw over. And Bates slides in before the tag. And he gets down a good bunt. Fielded by the pitcher. And the out at first. But the sacrifice works perfectly. And there's a runner on second base in scoring position now for the top of the order.
Bryson Ireland.
So Bryson Ireland steps in. He was a strikeout victim to lead the game off. Gonna get a bat weight, a donut off the field. Now we're ready. And that misses away, 1-0. Unofficially about 5 minutes shy of the halfway point here. Ball is hit to first. It's going to stay foul though. And it's 1-1. There we go, ball put in play. 3 hops to the second baseman, fields it cleanly and throws the runner out as we have Bates advancing to third on the out. Now we've got 2 down.
Mason Lee.
Tying run at third now. And Mason Lee steps in. Mason drew a walk back into first. Gonna be a tough play for the third baseman. Throws over, and it is in time, and that's it for the third. We're gonna head to the bottom of the third. South Carolina leading Louisiana 1-0.
Number 14, Elijah Livers coming out of the game with 23 pitches.
We're gonna have a new pitcher.
New pitcher is number 12, Carter Bates.
It's going to be Carter Bates. Come on and pitch the third here for this Bossier team.
Hello.
And
No. Yeah, thank you.
5-minute hydration break. Score after 2, Tennessee 1, Mississippi 0. Adams at 9 pitches.
I'm right here, I'm asleep.
first up, I believe, is going to be 24, Dalton Edwards. Third baseman for the South Carolina squad. Still leading 1-0. Remember that DYB is an all-volunteer youth baseball program. There are no paid officials in the DYB from the national level down through the district level. All of the officials serve out of love for their communities and the children that participate in the program. Join them by volunteering in your local league now and help children become the leaders of tomorrow. Again, dybusa.org to find all the information you need there, or message the page with donations or offers to volunteer. Dalton Edwards steps in to lead things off here in the bottom of the third for this Greer, South Carolina team. Flares it in the right field, but the right fielder is there. And one pitch out for Bates.
Now to bat, number 8,
Charlie Stagg steps in. Charlie started this one today out in right field. His first time to the plate. And he first pitch he sees from Bates is fouled back over the net. And again, I ask you to follow the DYB Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you are notified when we go live here from Bossier. Every single game played in this Ozone World Series will be live streamed, regardless of what field it's on. As the 0-1 misses, and we're going to live stream a couple of the championship games and some others that have been moved over to these two fields so we can bring you some of the other levels actions live. And I suspect moving forward, that'll be the case down the road as well. Or at least will be the intention. 1-2 pitch coming from Bates. Just misses away. Strike 3 swinging. 2 up, 2 down for Bates. 1 pitch fly out. 5 pitch strikeout.
Now for that, number 2, Easton Shealy.
So Easton Shealy steps in, wearing number 2. Lefty shortstop here for the South Carolina squad with a 1-run lead here in the 3rd. And Bates dots the outside corner with a strike. And that's a strike. Swung on and missed. So the 8th pitch of the inning coming for Bates. He's got a chance to get his team back in the dugout quickly. And that's driven to left center. It's going to fall in front of the center fielder for a 2-out hit. And South Carolina's got a base runner here in the 3rd.
Now that it, number 10, Miles Grogan.
And Miles Grugan steps in. Miles is hitting 11th in the order today. And playing left field. And the first pitch to Miles misses away. Miles has a smaller strike zone than the previous 2 hitters. So Bates is going to have to lock in here with the top of the order lurking on deck. Big swing. It's 1-1. Another good rip. But now Bates is ahead 1-2. Pitch number 13 coming from Bates as Grugan crowds the plate. Strike 3 swinging. And that is it for South Carolina in the bottom of the 3rd. Bates strikes out Grugan to end the inning, and we're going to head to the 4th. You are watching the DYB World Series live here from Bossier City, Louisiana. Couple more substitutions to get to you here when we get our heads wrapped around them.
Brunson leading the mound with 49 pitches.
So we got a new pitcher.
New pitcher is Easton Shealy.
So Easton Shealy's going to pitch here. And Kyler Brunson will not be able to pitch tomorrow after tossing 49 here in pool play. That noise you're hearing is the dugout buzzing in.
You got that. Thank you.
unofficially about 50 minutes into this one. A little over halfway. And remember, a loss here doesn't necessarily impact the outcome of the tournament. It doesn't count towards your double elimination status when the bracket play starts tomorrow. But you will be the visiting team in all likelihood tomorrow with a loss here. First pitch. Driven to the shortstop and fielded cleanly and thrown over cleanly. First pitch out. And Livers grounds out to the shortstop to start the third inning and brings in Tyler Croson.
Now batting, number 10, Tyler Croson.
And they're going to make him step out so the on-deck hitter can come on around. Done that about 7 times this game. Here we go. One pitch out for Sheely. The first pitch to Croson misses away. That one catches the corner. It's a 1-1. 2-1 coming. Another outside corner. And it's 2-2 now with one down here in the fourth. Ball's hit to the shortstop. It's going to be a very tough play. Throws over. Wait, they're going to call it a wait, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know. I guess he's out. Hurt his finger and didn't make it all the way down to first base, I believe. So, whether he was out or not, he is headed to the dugout. We'll call it a ground out. Shortstop made the play to throw over, and I think that one was real close to the hands and stung him a bit. Either way, it is Peters. First pitch from Peters is fouled away. 0-1. 2 up, 2 down for Sheely here in the fourth. Again, South Carolina leading by 1 in pool play. It's timed at 90 minutes. In all likelihood, we won't get through 6, but this is the first time we've had a game heading to the fourth with only 1 run scored. One to Cade Peters. He takes that outside. It is 3-1 now to Peters. He swings and misses at that pitch. So Sheely's full count pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that's it for the top of the fourth. South Carolina heads to the dugout leading 1-0. We'll be back with the bottom half of the fourth here in just a second, live from Tinsley Athletic Complex in Bossier City, Louisiana. We are back, and Bates is back on the mound for Louisiana. And I believe the top of the order is going to be up here for the South Carolina team, but I'm not 100% sure because, as I mentioned earlier, I am producing, keeping score, changing camera angles, checking audio levels, doing play-by-play. So sometimes my eyes have to be pointed in a different direction. So my book isn't always accurate. My numbers are unofficial, but unofficially, Bates has thrown 13 pitches in his outing, and we are unofficially 57 or 8 minutes into this 90-minute contest. Plenty of time for this inning to end and start a fifth. So Lee looks like he throws down to second, and we are ready to rock here in the bottom of the fourth as Ben Wright, the leadoff man, the catcher, steps in.
Number 1, Ben Wright.
And Ben led off the bottom of the first with a line drive right at the third baseman that was caught for an out. His first pitch to him from Bates looks good, a little bit high, called a ball. And that one's in there. It's 2-1 now. Ball's a little five hopper to the second baseman, and he's there in plenty of time. And out number 1 comes via the ground out to second base. And Ethan DeRoja steps in. And Ethan got ahead in the count his first time up and struck out looking. And Ethan, I mentioned earlier, looks as if he's got some pop. A little loopy breaking ball misses outside. 1-0. Ethan's playing center field for the South Carolina team. Turns on one and rips it to right center field. Center fielder is over to hold him to a single. Hard hit ball into right field, and I'm sorry, into center field. And a one-out base runner for South Carolina.
Now to bat, number 24, Milo Stranger.
Good jump out there in center field by Bryson Ireland to hold him to a single. Well, Straninger steps in, and he takes the first pitch from Bates in there for a strike. South Carolina looking for, kind of weird to call it an insurance run in the fourth inning, but we are on a timer today. And the 0-1's in there for a strike. Off and running, strike 3. Throws not in time. So the runner swipes second on the strikeout. But there's 2 down, and a runner is now in scoring position. Straninger goes down on strikes.
Number 6, McKinley Wade.
And the cleanup man, McKinley Wade, steps in. Runner now in scoring position, but 2 down. And McKinley grounded out to lead off the second inning. Step off and walk DeRoja back to second. And the first pitch of the AB to Wade misses high and away. Appreciate you tuning in. and implore you to click the share button and follow the DYB page, as the umpires are going to have a little chat here. Might have been discussing that move to second by Bates. Again, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th. And we will have another hydration break after this inning. 1-0 to Wade from Bates. Big swing fouled back. 1-1.
One in the box.
Let's hit to the second baseman. A couple hops. Going to be a tricky play, and they throw it away. The second run of the game is going to score on the air, and they're going to give the runner second as the ball gets away. And a defensive lapse by Louisiana allows South Carolina to score a 2-out run here in the 4th. So DeRosia scores, and Wade trots down to second. Still 2 outs here for Jake Thompson. And Jake ripped a double his first time up as he takes the first pitch from Bates for a called strike 1. And he's ahead 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch is called strike 3, breaking ball in the corner. And that is it for the 4th. We're going to take a quick break, come back for a hydration break here in just a couple seconds. You're watching DYB Ozone Division I World Series live on the official DYB page.
sign says walk on this bar in Eastern. And it says,
Hey, the Olive Garden on front, so it's crab. Crab house or crab house?
like to spend more money on like decor instead of the.
We'll have some front there, beans, cornbread places. Mom, Paul, Kevin.
Now batting, number 13, Princeton, Greer.
Rio, jambalaya. Gumbo, that's where we're going. That year we went to
Oh, it was Ralph. Ralph and Captain. That was good. They have the cake.
Gonzalez and all the others, jambalaya for a week. Hard bread.
And seafood. I never heard of it.
There's nothing to venture out there, it's 30 seconds, it'll take that long to walk out there.
What's 30 seconds? Oh, 30 seconds.
Now, just go ahead and jump on that.
Teams, the hydration period is now over. You may take the field.
Okay, it appears the hydration break is over. And unofficially, I have us at right around 30 minutes left in this one.
27 minutes and 19 seconds.
27 minutes and 19 seconds.
Minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the game.
27-19 left to go. South Carolina 2, Louisiana 0. And number 2 back out there for this South Carolina team. So Austin Hudson's going to lead things off here. And Austin struck out his first time up. We're in the 5th inning now. That was scheduled 6 if it gets there before the 90 minutes are up. And at this pace, I'm starting to think we will see the 6th inning. As long as the pitchers continue to do what they've been doing all game and throw strikes and let their defense work behind them.
Austin Hudson.
So Austin Hudson steps in.
6'4", 831.
And Hudson takes the first pitch of the AB on the outside corner, strike 1.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he takes the second pitch of the AB in the exact same spot.
15, Jet Shepard.
0-2. And Easton Shealy has been good since he's come on. Just pounding the strike zone.
1-2 in the box.
1-2 with a little breaking ball of some sort. Fouled away. And Hudson stays alive.
1-2 in the box. Hey!
It's the 1-2 again from Sheely. That's popped out of play. So the 2-2 misses. I'm sorry, the 1-2 misses. Another foul ball. And Hudson in the middle of a pretty good at bat here. Louisiana needing a base runner here to bring the tying run to the plate.
2-2 in the box. Go, Greer! Hey!
Team Williams leads the game at 20.
And the count is now full
3-2, full count in the box.
on the right fielder for this Bossier City, Louisiana team. Strike 3 called, caught the outside corner.
Now batting, number 13, Max Pierce.
So Max Pierce steps in, and Max was the victim of the strikeout himself his first time up. And Sheely is set and ready to rock this at bat. And the first pitch to Max bounces away for a ball. Max fouls back the second pitch.
Now pitching for the city, number 9, Brody Ponder.
Hey!
1-1 misses high. Just a reminder, if you would like to contribute to the DYB, none of those contributions are used for administrative purposes. All money collected goes directly to the program. As the 2-1 misses, you can go to the DYBUSA.org website or message the page and ask them what the best way to contribute is, and I can promise you they will respond quickly. So 1-out walk puts Max Pierce on,
Now batting, number 3, Colton Barnstable.
and it brings Colton Barnstable to the plate. With one down, and Colton, he grounds out his first time up. And the first pitch from Sheely stays a little high. It's 1-0. Ripped down the third base line. It gets past the third baseman. And Barnstone is on with a single. Now we've got 2 on with 1 out here in the 5th. Jackson Pierce steps in.
Number 19,
Jackson can find a gap here.
Pierce.
It's a 1-run game. He lays off the high fastball. He's ahead to start the at-bat here. Barnstable at first. Max Pierce at second. And that's a strike. I'm not sure. 1-1 pitch coming. And that stays high. So 2-1 now to Pierce. Hudson led the inning off with a strikeout, followed by a walk and a single by Barnstable, and Pierce is in a position to drive in a run here with 1 down. Good swing, fouled straight back though. And Sheely is at 32 pitches now. Strike 3 swinging. 2 down. And Carter Bates. And Carter walked back in the 2nd inning, hitting in the 10th spot in the order for this Louisiana team. As the first pitch of the AB from Sheely comes in a little high.
Got time. Defense.
Jeff Howard, South Carolina coach, is going to come out and talk to his young pitcher. 34 pitches for Sheely. Remember, as long as he keeps it 40 or below, he is available for a bracket play starting tomorrow. Plenty of pinches to finish this at bat / inning if he throws strikes.
1 ball in the box.
1-0 coming to Bates. Hitting the center field shallow. It's going to drop. They're going to wave the first run of the game across. And there would have been a play, but it gets past the catcher. And now we're going to have runners on the corners. Scratch that, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Bates gets to 2nd on the throw. So it's 2-1 now. And Ethan Holmes steps into the plate. He hits 11th in the order with a chance with a single here to take the lead. And that's going to be it for Sheely. Going to have a new pitcher here.
Number 2, Ethan Sheely, coming off the mound with 35 pitches.
And while we watch Mr. DeRozan warm up here,
Number 11, Ethan DeRoja.
we're going to tell you about the DYB scholarship program. The program is available to participants of DYB. 100 different $2,000 scholarships were awarded this year. High school seniors are eligible to complete an application and mail it by March 1st for consideration. If you play DYB in any age division and will be a senior next year, as the North Carolina guys or South Carolina kids are going out and saying hi to the camera, that's what you're seeing. Taking turns. If you play DYB in any age division and will be a senior next year, we encourage you to consider this opportunity. Applications are available on the DYB website at dybusa.org. And DeRozan will be called on here to be a fireman of sorts. Little jam. 2 outs, runners on 2nd and 3rd. If he can get Ethan Holmes here, his team will head back to the dugout, still leading by 1.
Now batting, number 3, Burke Williams.
Last pitch.
Bryson Adams leads with 26 pitches.
So here we go. Ethan Holmes going to step in here. And Ethan laid down an awesome sack bunt. First time through. Got a chance to do something special here for this Louisiana team that's been trailing since we started. That's a good pitch. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. Big swing. 0-2. The 0-2 misses. Strike three called, and South Carolina is out of a jam. DeRozan comes in, throws strikes, and gets Ethan Holmes looking to end the top of the fifth. We'll be back in just a couple seconds here with the bottom half of the inning. You were watching Louisiana versus South Carolina here live, pool play of the 2024 DYB Ozone Division I World Series. We are back, and you can see there's a new pitcher on the mound for Bossier. For this Louisiana team, Max Pierce is going to come in and try to get his team off the field as quickly as possible because we are timed here. And I believe we're pushing up on the hour and 15-minute threshold here unofficially. In a 90-minute game. And Kyler Brunson gonna lead things off here for South Carolina. Looking for base runners, and whether they know it or not, to run some time off this board. A one-run lead turns into a win if they can kill about 15 minutes here. All right. Lee throws down, and that's it for the warm-up pitches for Pierce.
Off the bottom of the fifth, number 31, Kyler Brunson.
So Brunson's going to step into the box here for a second time today. Starting pitcher for this team. Pool play day one. And he takes the first pitch from Max Pierce in there for a strike. Ball's driven to right field, right at the right fielder though, and he's able to handle it out there for the first out of the inning. And a quick out, which is exactly what this Louisiana team needs.
Jackson Howard.
Well, Jackson Howard stands in, and again, I'm unofficial over here, but I've got about 15 minutes left in this one. Somewhere around there, maybe closer to 12. Who knows? I'm sure they'll let us know here in just a minute. And Howard steps in, second baseman for South Carolina, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. So if Pierce can get through these two batters quickly, we're going the distance here in pool play. Little flare in the foul territory, and it falls foul. 0-2. Another foul ball. Getting closer to fair territory. So 0-2 to Jackson Howard. Curveball, he puts it in play to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly, little sidearm throw. 2 quick outs. And Dalton Edwards steps in. Dalton flew out
Dalton Edwards.
his first time up. Strike one. Foul back, 0-2. And the 0-2 breaker stays a little bit high. So Dalton still behind 1 and 2 here with 2 outs. That bounces in. Popped up in foul territory. The catcher ran out of room here. So it's 2-2 again. So Dalton staying alive, but using up that precious time. About 4 minutes left. All 3. The count's full. So the full count pitch to Dalton Edwards coming. Driven to the shortstop, makes a clean play on it and throws over. And we are going to head to the 6th inning. 2-1. With 5 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock. All right, we're back, and On the mound for South Carolina is Ethan DeRosia. He came in with a 2 out, runners on second and third jam, and recorded a strikeout. Ended the inning, and now he's back out to try to close out this Louisiana team. It's been a quick-paced, well-played, clean game for the most part. It's one of the reasons why we made it to the 6th inning. And whether the timer runs out or they record 3 outs here, Louisiana's down to their final 3 outs, needing a run to keep this one going. Number 44, Milo Straninger, is going to head out to right field. Looks like number 8, Charlie Staggs, out there in left field. Dalton Edwards still at third base. But I think the top of the order is here up for Louisiana. So this is where you want it to be if you're looking for a run. Did he catch that? Unbelievable play. Unbelievable. Ben Wright with the defensive play of the week behind the plate. Lays out full extension for out number 1 on a bunt that Ireland couldn't get down. Wow. Mason Lee steps up to the plate. Walked and grounded out in his 2 trips to the plate today, needing to get on base one way or another. And he does. Single up the middle. One pitch swinging. And now the tying run is on base with a little bit of speed.
Number 14, Elijah Livers.
So Elijah Livers steps in. He singled and grounded out today, representing the go-ahead run. And let's see if Lee tries to swipe second here. He stays put as Livers takes the first pitch of the A-B on the outside corner for a strike. We've had 3 really good ball games here in pool play on Field 9. Almost the polar opposite of last week. The Division II games were all lopsided. He shows bunt, takes that outside for a strike. Outside corner, that is. And DeRosia is ahead of Lee here, 0-2. I'm sorry, Livers. And Lee is off and running. And he is still second base, so the tying run is down at second now. Livers at the plate on a 1-2 count. One hopper to the third baseman. Excellent play. Throws over. And it's in time. 2 down. Now the tying run's on third, but with 2 outs. And the umps are going to come talk to each other. Good defensive play over there by Edwards on a tough hop. So 2 down. Timer has expired. So Louisiana, the host team out of Bossier, down to their last out. And it's going to come in the form of their cleanup hitter, Tyler Croson. 0 for 2 today. Strike 1 inside part of the plate. And DeRosia's a couple strikes away from getting his team to host the game tomorrow in elimination play. And strike 2. And here comes the 0-2 from DeRosia. Ooh, just missed. Croson looked like he thought that might have been strike 3. Good looking 0-2 pitch there from DeRosia. Here we go, 1-2. Oh no. For South Carolina is an 0-0. A balk is going to score the tying run. With 2 strikes and 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. Wow, wow, wow. So the tying run in the sixth scores on a balk with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Strike 3 called, but South Carolina is going to head to the dugout and need a run to win. The game's going to end in a tie if they can't push one across. You were watching Louisiana and South Carolina here live on the DYB official Facebook page. Okay, we're back. Let's see who's on the mound for Bossier here. It is 13, Max Pierce. Going to try to keep this South Carolina team off the mound and in this pool play game in a tie. Looks like we get a new catcher. I believe our home plate umpire might have ejected a young man from this one. But I cannot get confirmation on that. All right, bottom of the sixth here on field number 9 in the final pool play game of the day. South Carolina needs to push a run across to avoid a tie in a ball game they've led almost start to finish. So I know that if South Carolina can score here, it will be a tie. I don't have the slightest idea what the tiebreaker is going to be. That's not up for me to determine, nor be concerned about. My job is to get them on television when they come to you. So number 8 steps in, Charlie Staggs. Victim of the strikeout his first time up. South Carolina needing a base runner here. I don't know if needing's the right word. Would like one, though. Tie's not going to hurt you here. Although, probably a game you thought you should have won. The 1-strike pitch coming to Staggs. Hit towards the second baseman plate on a hop. And thrown over. 2 pitch out to start the bottom of the 6th. And Easton Shealy is going to step in. Easton singled his first time up. Also gave this South Carolina team a couple valuable innings on the mound. Relieve the starter, Kyler Brunson. That's fouled back. Did get confirmation. We had an ejection. 0-2 pitch coming to Easton Sheely. That bounces in. So it's going to be 1-2. Ooh, good looking breaking ball, just stays outside. Looped into center. It's going to be down for a single. And a one-out base runner for the South Carolina team, looking for a run to win this one here.
Out bat, number 10, Miles Grugan.
Miles Grugan steps in. Miles hits in the 11 hole in the order. So Ben Wright, leadoff man, waits on deck. And Miles, let's see if Miles is swinging away here, tries to get this runner down to scoring position for the top of the order. He shows bunt. It's popped back. 0-1. If you get him to second base, you're playing with house money. You can't lose. And you got your number one hitter hitting with a runner in scoring position. Here we go. 0-1, he shows bunt again. And it gets away, so he's swinging now. As the winning run advances to second on a wild pitch. So now Miles Grugan, instead of having to advance him over, has a chance to do something special for this South Carolina team. It looked like he wanted to show bunt and does. And that's outside. So every game for the better part of 7 days here on Field 9 has just been a really, really fantastic finish. And that gets away. And he slides into third. So now the winning run is at third with less than 2 outs. And Grugan at the plate. So the infield's going to be in. And all Grugan has to do is slap one past him, and South Carolina wins. But in the meantime, Coach Livers is going to go out and talk to his infield, get him set up, let them know what's coming. They're going to have to come home with anything hit to the infield, anything over their heads. This one's basically over. And remember, this is a timed game, so there will be no extra innings. We've passed the hour-and-a-half mark. So this one's going to end with the 6th inning one way or the other. Whether South Carolina wins it or we tie and they take this to the control room and figure it out via the tiebreakers. Not the slightest clue where to even start with that, but got to get there first. So Miles Grugan looks like he's ready to step back in and win this for his team. Max Pierce ready for the 3-1. Leadoff man Ben Wright waits on deck, so shows bunt, and he fouls it straight back, so it's a full count again to Grugan. I like the idea, just put a little pressure on the defense. It's going to be tough to throw a runner out at home. Need to tag them on a fielded bunt because you can't, all 4 guys cannot rush this thing. Here we go. He's swinging away now. Strike 3 swinging. So Pierce has got 2 of the 3 he needs to finish his team's comeback. And Ben Wright, leadoff man, hit the ball hard both times up. Now looking for a single to win it. 1-0. Hadn't made it on base today, but lined out to the third baseman hard and grounded out hard to the second baseman. And the First base coach is going to come talk to his young hitter.
Timeout.
One plate umpire says they called time. They're going to talk this over. Not sure who umpires are, but man behind home plate looks like he can squat a car. Not somebody I'm going to be popping off anytime soon. The Bossier infield's meeting at the mound while South Carolina figures out what the plan is here. And again, wild pitcher single wins this for South Carolina, and if Pierce can retire right, it's tied. We end in a tie, and they'll figure out the tiebreakers back in the control room after we are off air. Last reminder, make sure you follow the DYB page so you're notified when we do go live. Every single Ozone game we brought to you live here.
In the locker dressing room.
Okay, looks like we're finally ready to go here. Wright's back in the box, ahead 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 from Pierce. Game on the line. Curve ball. Never broke. 2-0. So Wright's ahead 2-0, looking for something middle to drive. That one breaks, but doesn't get back to the top of the zone. 3-0. And I wonder, if you're top of your order right here, knowing he doesn't want to walk you, you give this young man the green light on the 3-0. He shows bunt, so he was taken all the way. Almost hit him. Runners in the corners now. And I've mentioned this a few times.
Number 11,
Ethan DeRosia, just from my few looks at him, I can tell this young man can really hit. Absolutely smoked the ball his last time up to the right center field gap. Hit it so hard they held him to a single. Runner takes off for second. He's going to reach without a throw. No reason to throw back there. His run means nothing. And DeRosia is up. DeRosia is ahead 1-0. The 1-0 pitch coming. Hit hard. Back up the middle. That's it. South Carolina wins. DeRosia wins it with a walk-off single. And we end pool play with a walk-off single. South Carolina is going to advance to bracket play 1-0. Unbelievable ball game here, as most of them have ended up being here on field number 9. We appreciate you tuning in. You've been watching the DYB's presentation of live Ozone Division I World Series Baseball. We'll see you back here tomorrow.